Today I'm going to teach you how to play this game. It's Cryptozoic's DC Comics deck building game. And it's one of my favorite games right now, and so I wanted to share it with you and show you how to get started in it. This is the box, as you can tell, and we'll go inside and figure out how to play this and get you guys started. Here's the inside of the box. As you'll see, there's a manual up here. Over here is your oversized superhero cards, and everything in here is what you're going to play with. There are different cards, there's different rules to them. We'll explain them little by little. These ones are all sleeved. They don't actually come sleeved, but I protected mine. And we'll go through them and figure out what we're doing. There are 7 different colors of cards that we're going to be playing with. As you notice, I'll go across them, showing you which ones they are, and I'll explain each of them in just a second. These are the cards that you're going to use. There's a bunch of different cards, so this isn't an expansive list, but there's starter cards, hero cards, villain cards, locations, superpowers, equipments, and weaknesses. And weaknesses are unique because they, as you notice, count for 0. You can't buy them, but they come as -1 point. And so you want to get rid of them as often as quickly as possible. One of the first things that you'll do is select a superhero. Each superhero is different, as you can see. They will have their own rules, own little abilities, and they're built to balance each other out. So you select one, and then that's kind of a good way to figure out how you want to build your deck. In order to build your deck, you need to buy cards. The cost of the cards in the bottom right corner. You start the game with 7 or 10 cards. 7 punches and 3 vulnerabilities. Each punch gets you 1 power. So if you play 3 punches, you get 3 powers, meaning that you can buy something that costs 3. Every time you get a new card, it can give you more power. This is what the game will look like when you have it set up. You have the main deck here in the corner. You have the lineup here. You can buy any of these cards. They cost in the bottom right. You have a kick pile that can run out. There's normally a lot of them. They cost 3. You can buy them every turn if you'd like, and they give you certain things. You have a supervillain stack, which is the best with 3 cards that have different rules that we want to talk about really quick. The first one is a destroy a card. When you destroy a card, you remove it from the game completely. It's not discarded, but you don't have to use it anymore. An attack card means that every other foe or other player has to do what the card says. The only way to stop that is with this, a defense card. The defense card is something you discard in order to avoid that attack. The key to the game is to win with the most victory points. Victory points are in the bottom left corner inside that star. The best way to get victory points is to defeat these supervillains, but you can do it any other way just by collecting normal main deck cards. The game ends when the supervillains are gone or the main deck is gone. When you defeat a supervillain, you remove it from the pile. Then you would reveal a new villain, and then you'd have its first appearance attack happen to you. You can defend this using a defense card. There will always be 5 cards in the main deck. As soon as you buy or gain one of the cards, replace it at the end of the turn. I'm going to take you through a sample turn. This is the first turn of the game. I'm going to draw 5 cards. And look at them. Here there are 3 power, 1, 2, 3, which means I can gain any card that costs 3 or less, which is 1, 2, a kick, or these 2 over here. This one I can't. I'm going to buy this card, take all the cards I played this turn, put them into my discard pile. Then I'll draw 5 new cards, replace a card in the lineup, and my turn is over. When you play your second turn, and any subsequent turns after this where you have no deck, you play your same thing, 4 power, gain a card, and then you're going to take your whole discard pile and reshuffle the whole thing so that your whole deck is different. You continue to play with your same cards over and over again. That's how you build your deck. The end of the game will include you counting up all of your victory points and seeing who wins. Starter cards count as 0 victory points, so you don't have to worry about them. Everything else here, this has 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, and if you had a weakness, it's -1. So here you would have 8 victory points.